Hi friends, welcome back. So I have a video I wanted to film today. This is inspiration from Julia here, and I love how she does her like choosing a color for a certain pen. And I have some inks and a pen that I want to try to see what would be the best fit for it. So this is the pen. This is my Black Robin, what is it? Grand Ophelia? Yeah, Grand Ophelia in Elvin lore. And the resin is just, it's so pretty. So many different colors. So I want to try to find a good match. So we're going to swatch out a few inks that I have and see what we've got that would match that pen. Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure out the best. I don't want to do mine just like hers. I think I'll probably use my swatcher and just do like a blob here and a blob here, go down the page, and then that way we can put the pen in the middle, and I think that'll work. And just kind of put the pen here so we can kind of see what we're going for. I think that'll be good. And then I'm just gonna try to evenly, hopefully. Let me grab a swatcher and we'll get started. Okay, so I have my swatcher from Myers Pen Co. and then the glass pipette and my glass dip nib from Kakamori. Okay, I think we're good. So we will start out with our first ink, which is Birmingham Pen Co. This is Snapdragon. So it is a pink, sort of light color. I thought it would go good with this pink up here. So I'm not sure. I think I'll write this way and then that way we kind of fill up the page a little bit. So this is all right, so next up, I'm going to do, I think we'll do this one. It's Bacorium Chloride from Tono and Limbs. This is a recent acquisition from the Gentleman Stationer. This ink is so interesting. It goes down like a reddish, very different red color, and dries green. So I think it will fit kind of in because there's a red, but I feel like the reddish color kind of where it mixes with some of these greens and the pinks, it looks a little darker, but I think it really, with the olivey green shades and then the gold shimmer that's throughout, is basically what this will look like when it's dry. Hopefully. You can see how it goes down very odd reddish brown, but that green, and when it dries, it's very like an olivey green with gold shimmer. That is probably the one I'm leaning toward most, but I want to see what all of them look like together. So this is and it's BCCL 200. And we'll just kind of show them all together once everything is dry. So next up I have Papier Plume, and this is moss green. It's like a very like brownish olive. It's a standard ink, there's no shimmer. But I think it's a really good color match. I think I'm getting a little too, hopefully not too close. So this one is very similar in color to this one, but it doesn't have the shimmer or the like shading, or not shading, the, well, I don't know what you would call it, the reddish, because it's not a sheen. It's very different. Man, my hand is so shaky today. I don't know what's going on. I don't think I meant to do that, but you know, we're good. This one's kind of light. On this fine nib, it's hard to get. Okay, next up we have Sailor Tea Time and Moroccan Mint Tea. This one I've actually put in this pen before, and it's a really good match for like the goldish yellow. Very, very good match for this, but I've already had it in there once, so I don't know. Kind of looking for something different, but it helps to look at everything, I guess. Okay, so this is Sailor. And this is the afternoon tea line. These are not as readily available anymore. Okay, so we have Sailor, Moroccan Mint Tea. We'll just put it down here. So the last one is another Sailor, also in the tea series. Oh, is it Tea Time? Okay, it's the Tea Time series, sorry. Afternoon tea is the orange one. That's my favorite one. But this one is Japanese Tea Ceremony. And this one is beautiful. It is more of the brighter green, like this one here. I don't know how well it's coming through, but there's some really like bright green spots. So that is what this one is meant to represent. So let's see. I love this one so much. It's such a good green. So this one is also Sailor. and it is Japanese. Maybe we'll just do that, just either side, instead of trying to go all the way around it. I feel like that's just getting to look too busy. Okay, let's let everything dry and then we'll come back and I will show you everything with the pen laying down in the middle. Hopefully we can get a good representation of everything. I'll zoom in and see which one looks the best. Okay, so I think we are fairly dry. There's still a little bit dampness. So this is our Inksploration, and I really like how this came out. I think I definitely have a winner. So I'm going to show you all of the inks here, you know, all together, and then I will zoom in and show you a close-up with the pen and each ink and kind of how I feel it fits. Okay, so first up we have the Birmingham Penco Snapdragon, and I do feel that it's a nice comparison on these the lighter parts of the pink. It is a little more rosy in the pink, but I think it fits really nicely. There's some parts down here, just kind of brings that out a little bit. And then next up we have Bacorium Chloride from Tono & Limbs, and I think this ink really just encompasses this whole pen. This is kind of where I'm leaning. It has the darker kind of reddish, so when you look at like this spot here where it's darker, I feel like that kind of fits right in with this ink, and then that green just looks so good. And then it has the gold shimmer. I'm not sure if you can kind of see that gold shimmer. This is the only one that has any shimmer in it, and it just, I love this together. This is probably going to be my winner, but we will go through everything else just to see. So then we have Papier Plume, and I think it's definitely a great contender for these darker greens, the shading. And so you have the lighter green and the darker greens in the middle. You kind of have that here with the lighter greens and the darker green all the way down through it. I think that is a great pairing. Lovely together. And then Moroccan Mint Tea. As I mentioned before, I have inked this up, and I feel like it's a great pairing for this little goldish area that goes down through it. I think it just looks so nice with that color, and it's fun in the writing especially. It just has those subtle gold hints. I think that's a really good match, a good pairing. If you have this pen, that is a wonderful pairing, and it writes phenomenally. So, and then last up we have Japanese Tea Ceremony. And I think this one, again, is a very great contender for these brighter greens. I think it matches really well with these very bright greens here. Again, so that's definitely a great pairing. But I do think that I am leaning toward the Tono & Limbs Bacorium Chloride. I think it ticks all of the boxes. Yeah, I just think that one, I don't know, if you look at it here with that red kind of flowing through, and you look at this area here, I feel like it just looks so close to that ink, and then you have that gold shimmer coming through that's all throughout the pen. And then, you know, just the olive color goes really well with all of the olive. I think that's going to be what I put in this pen for the month, but you'll have to check out my next video with my currently inked for February to make sure, because I may change my mind between now and then. So I will have that video up as soon as I can, so it should be up sometime this week, and you can see which pen I chose from this Inksploration to get inked up for February in this pen. This pen is stunning. Again, it is a Black Robin pens in Elvin lore in the Grand Ophelia model. So, such a pretty pen, and lots of choices. If you have the pen and you have some of these inks, they all, I think, would really fit in well. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know which ink you think would be the best fit for this. And check back. I will share what ink that I have decided. All right. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.